I think. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for taking just a few minutes of your day to spend time with me and my good friend, Detra Clark. So, here's how we're going to do this today. And I want to just invite you guys into this sweet space where I'm going to share a little bit about my business story and really kind of talk about how purpose and passion come together to bring about an income. And in this day and age, everybody's looking for a way to bring about income because, I mean, really, like that's how the world goes round. We can't really function without some sort of financial income and survive. I mean, there are times where I wish we could, pay our rent or our mortgage on our good looks and just smile or, share some superfood with your landlord or the mortgage company. That's not really how that works these days. And so having an income is super important. And there's a lots of conversation and thoughts about even residual income and having multiple streams of income because that's important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce myself and then I'm going to let Detra introduce herself. And then you guys are just going to be in this space with us. You're welcome to comment in the chats and we'll just kind of go from there. So most of you guys know, again, my name is Nicole Fletcher. I am a wife, a mother, a certified doula, a health coach. I'm a lactation counselor. I'm out in these streets doing all the things, loving it and thriving and vibing is what I like to call it. I've recently considered myself a plant-based lady. So that's really exciting just to kind of add and help you understand a little bit about like where I am and where I'm coming from and what's going on. So anywho, I'm going to pass it over to you, Detra, and I'm going to let you just introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi Rhonda. So I'm Detra Clark, and I'm a therapist by trade, actually a clinical psychotherapist for about 15 years. And 2 years ago, we started homeschooling three of our four kids. So I'm a mom of four. My oldest is a senior, and off to college really soon. And I also, in the nooks and crannies of my day, I run a really healthy, thriving community with our superfood company.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. So you have a daughter that's off to college, and I have three adult children, with our youngest currently attending the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. And so that is a lot. I mean, it's a big journey. And when we talk about passion, really quick, one of the things that I'm most passionate about is obviously like God, faith.
Yep.
I'm passionate about my family, like passionate about my family. I'm also passionate about like birth and the community of birth and having resources and then health, right? Also wealth, because we need that in order to do all the things. So I kind of mentioned being an apprentice midwife. I don't know if I mentioned that or if I missed that, but I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what that looks like. And for me, in the state of Arkansas, apprenticeship really is an uncompensated service. It's an uncompensated work. So basically, I have a preceptor that's in Northwest Arkansas. So from my home, the part of Northwest Arkansas she's in, it's about 3 hours away from me. And so travel, books, learning, all of that is done at my own expense. It's kind of like going to school, right? So you attend these births, you shadow your preceptor, and you learn all of the things, and you do all of the things like she's supposed to pour into you, but really you're supposed to be like wherever she is, rocking it, making it happen. But there's no compensation for the student in that or the apprentice. There's compensation for the licensed midwife, but not for the student. And so that brings about some financial challenge and reasons to expand like your purpose. So here's the thing. I've been charged to steward well all of the things that God has allowed me to have my hands on. And some of that stewardship looks like um, people, right? Some of that stewardship looks like time, talents, finances. And, if I can just be honest with you guys, I've not always been the best steward of finances. And so back in November of 2017, like the awareness of my poor stewardship over finances was on full display. And in that process, and through this journey, God has allowed me to learn more and do better and grow and build. And so, not just stewarding well finances, but my health, and then being able to share that and advocate that to other people. And so, it's been huge. And when my purpose and my passion have come together, what that looks like is I'm having prenatal appointments. I'm still working as a doula, and I'm still working as an apprentice midwife. And again, all of those things require income. So I'm able to receive compensation as a doula, but with this health company that we've started, or kind of participated in, linked arms with, I've been able to not only help transform my own health, but then I have an amazing resource to connect with expecting women, nursing women, those out in the community, men as well. My husband, participates in this and has experienced like huge transformation in his health and my health, and then also my wealth. And taking that time and learning how to like steward your wealth well. I think the Bible talks about a fool and his money soon parts, right? So, like, you can have all the wealth in the world, but the truth is, if you don't know how to steward that well, it will soon depart from you. And so, partnering with this company to bring about what I would call residual income, passive income, is super important to fund, for me, my midwifery journey, and other things. My daughter going to school, like, she's not paying for college herself. So funding, like linking arms with this company to like help people actually experience health, like true health, and then freedom, right? Freedom with their time, freedom with like location, where they could be, you can be, I don't know, on your in Holly in wait, I was gonna say Hollywood, but I meant like Hawaii. You can be in Hawaii, you can be in other places, and then you're able to serve more people. You have a greater capacity because you're partnering with a company that does a lot of this work for you, and you just sharing and experiencing the health and the transformation for yourself. So that's a little bit of what I wanted to kind of share with you guys today. And I'm really looking forward to partnering with others that are interested in this journey and finding a way to bring about residual income and make it into what they're already doing. So I'm not talking about,
Right.
for some of you, it might be like, let's start this brand new thing. And for others of you, it might be, what am I doing? What am I passionate about? How can I link these things together and be successful for myself and then serve others at the same time? And that has been huge for me. I was doing this business part time is what I like to call it. And in that part-time time, I was able to bring in additional $500 a month. How many of you could benefit from an additional $500 a month? I know for me, it was like, that's gas prices are going up. That's gas. That's helping my daughter like pay maybe her rent or some of her college fees. And that's really what I anticipated this company to do for me. And it has done that with a lot of freedoms that have come along with it. Location freedom, and helping more people in a shorter amount of time. And this company is amazing because we have lots of people that are also like in the trenches and linking arms with you and passionate about health and wellness, and wealth, right? So people are change like people I've heard there's one story of a woman who brought her husband over from Africa who couldn't get here. And she, like, I mean, just worked it and shared passionately with purpose. And that brought about an income for her to bring her husband who was not able to be with her. And that's huge. Deidre, like, tell us a little bit about your story. Like, what happened for you? Like, what big thing happened for you? I don't want to just talk, talk, talk. So I'm trying to, like, balance this out.
Yeah, so actually yesterday was my 1 year anniversary with
Mm,
you.
yeah.
And when I started my superfood journey a year ago, I hadn't even looked at a compensation plan. I just aligned with the mission and the
Mhm.
vision
Yes.
and what the company stood for. So it was a like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm going to tell people, I'm going to share it. This can help so many people. I know it was not in Arkansas at the time. And so
Mhm.
I started sharing with friends back home. I started sharing with family, and people were like, yes, I want to do this with you. I'm joining.
Yeah.
So in my first week of just sharing, like, hey, I don't know a whole lot, but what I do know, I want to share it with you. In that first week, like, I don't even know that it was a full 7 days. I got a paycheck.
Yeah.
Got a text message from some friends on up in the company, and they were like, hey, you just earned this. And I was like, oh wow, because I hadn't even looked at a compensation plan. For
Yeah.
me, it was about the mission of the company.
Yes.
The compensation was an added benefit. And so
Yes.
I got that first paycheck, I was like, maybe I should look at this a little more closely here. And then the next week, here came another one. And the next
Mhm.
week, another one.
Yeah.
In those first 3 weeks, because I was a part of another social sharing company for
Mhm.
about 5 years.
Yeah.
In the first 3 weeks with this company, I made more in those first 3 weeks than I ever did one single year with my other company. And that was just me sharing. I was not going out as an expert. I had
Mhm.
not done all this
Mhm.
extensive training. I was just sharing what little bit I knew at the time. Of course, I've learned a lot more since
Right.
the whole year in,
Yeah.
but just sharing from my heart and providing hope for people
Yes.
pairs well with what I already did. I
Mhm.
mentioned that I'm a therapist by
Right.
trade. And so
Right.
part of that is providing solutions, encouraging and providing hope for people. So I
Yeah.
was doing what I already do anyway. I've
Yeah.
always had a passion for health.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And then my team, with that, in those first couple of weeks, when people were like, yeah, I want to work on my health too. But you know what? Actually, I think I want to do this as a business. So it wasn't just that I was earning a paycheck, my team was also earning a paycheck.
Yes.
And that was important to me because
Mhm.
I never want to be a part of something where I'm the only one winning. And
Right.
so many times
Yeah.
when people see videos like this, they see live interviews, they hear people talking about, oh, wow, here's my success story. The
Mhm.
belief is, oh, well, that's for them. That's not
Yep.
for me. I'm not
Yes.
qualified. I don't have any kind of special training. And that's not true. And
Yes.
it has been a blessing to me to be able to share that, yes, I have won. I am winning. I am growing here. But the people that are with me are also growing. And that is
Yes.
what it is about. Because
Yes.
if it's only successful for one, that's not really the goal. The goal
Right.
is that we rise together. And
Yes.
you mentioned earlier that this has provided you with an extra $500.
Mhm.
The average does not have $500 that they would need in the event of a crisis.
Right.
The average family does not have that. The average family is paycheck away
Mhm.
from financial crisis.
Yes. Yeah.
Last and so in 2020, 1.4, I think it was 1.43 million people left the workforce because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so we're really at a time in our life where I feel like always, but especially now, where it's really wise to look at additional streams of income
Yes. Yes.
because you just don't know.
You
It
don't.
is wise to have a plan in place. And
Yes.
this is for me, I do this in the nooks and crannies of my day. I
Mhm.
homeschool the younger three of my four kids.
Right.
So I am not somewhere in a corner like working all day long because
Right.
family is first for me in this
Yes.
season of my life.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to do this and make a decent income, because when we stepped into homeschooling, I left an income. I
Mhm.
had a really healthy therapy practice, which was such a blessing. That was totally the Lord. But when I
Mhm.
left that to homeschool, which was a family decision, it left us as a one income family. So for me to be able to replace that, for me to be able to put back into our home, to be able to
Yeah.
put away for my daughter's college, or just
Yes.
to be able to take some of that financial burden from doing something I love anyway,
Yep.
just makes so much sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 100%. And I think that's beautiful, Deetra, just to hear you share a little bit about that and share that experience. And so many of us at this stage are looking for, some additional income and or like this uncertain times because we're just living in uncertain times and
Right.
we have to like the groceries are going up,
Oh
right?
my gosh. Oh my. Do you even want to know? So let's just park here for about
Okay.
6.
All right, I'll take it.
We live in Minnesota now. I'm a
Mhm.
native of Arkansas, and I joke with my Minnesotan friends all the time. Like, you guys really think this is normal? The cost of living here, you really feel like this is this is normal? It's like double here. Like a bag
Mhm.
of grapes, a bag of organic grapes. I swear there was probably like 10 grapes in the whole bag. 12.99. 12.99, and I
What?
looked at it and I counted them, and I, I really I mean, but you know what I mean? Like, we're
Yeah.
at a time, and Nicole, this is, I'm joking, but I'm serious. That
Oh, I
bag is
know.
12.99. But the reason that this is so important is we are at a time in our nation with our health because of the poor quality of our
Yes.
food,
Yes.
where people almost have to choose eat healthy
Yep.
and break the bank,
Yep.
or eat less than healthy so I can
Mhm.
save a little bit of money.
Yeah.
That is almost an injustice.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
people shouldn't have to choose between their finances and being healthy. Like,
Yes.
quality food should be a right for
Accessible for everybody.
everybody
Yes.
across the board. It
Yes.
shouldn't just be I can afford it so I get it,
Mhm.
but I'm over here sick and I want to do better.
Yeah.
And so really what we're talking about here is the opportunity to not only level up your health
Yep.
because you are getting these organic vine ripened foods, but also the chance to be able to support that financially
Yes.
so
Yes.
that it is not breaking you. And for many
Yes.
people that start this, they're like, I just want to be able to pay for my superfoods, or I
Mhm.
just want to be able to buy more quality foods.
Right.
That's beautiful if that's the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful if that's the goal. Do that.
Mhm.
Do
Mhm.
that. Step into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. And it's so interesting. And now, since I've been a part of the superfood company and receiving this income, like I am in Arkansas, but I don't think hard about purchasing the organic grapes.
Nope.
I just do it. I just put
You
it in my
just
cart.
you just do
I
it.
just do it.
Yeah,
One, because I'm worth it.
that's
And
right.
I'm able to be a good steward over the temple that God has given me.
That's
And
right.
this is a part of that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is like I'm not broke. You
Right.
know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna sit on here and be like, girl, it's flowing from the rafters. But it will be, but it will be, but it will be. And so we're gonna keep working, we're gonna keep sharing. Hi, Phoenix.
Say
Hi.
hello.
She's like, I want in.
Okay. I'll be done in just a minute, okay?
Can I have a heated up tortilla?
No, but you can have an apple.
I love it. And this is what we do, right?
Oh,
Like,
it's built into the nooks and crannies of my day. Right.
exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
mama and is all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn off, but that's
Yep.
the beauty of this
I love it.
because I can.
Yep. Yeah. And with that being said, so can you. You
Yes.
know, if you're sitting on this line and you're like, man, I've been looking for something a little bit different. I,
Join.
I want to improve my health. I want to level up. I want to I'm frustrated. I've, looked at my labs and they're not super duper great. I feel this pain in my stomach, or I don't, regularly move my bowels. I'm having all of these things and I want to do something for me first, but then I want to be able to afford it. Take the chance on yourself. Take the chance on yourself to get better, to get healthier, and do this work. Like, let's link arms. Let's link arms with me. Let's link arms with Detra. Like, let's really do it. Like, we've got spots open on our team. There is an interview process because everybody can't get in this spot. But you know what I mean? Like, it's really important. And so we just want to link arms with you, and we want to see you experience purpose and passion linked together, bringing about an income so that you can experience health and wealth in 2022 and beyond. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for taking the time, and we'll talk to you next time. Holler at me if you want more details or need more info. Bye.
Bye.